The Enron situation, the Enron news as it began to break, for us the biggest concern was the potential implications on Arthur Andersen. We were aware of some of those implications as reported in the press. We were also getting updates from our Arthur Andersen audit partners. And so for us, the major concern was what might happen with regard to Arthur Andersen. Arthur Andersen had been the auditors of the Hershey Company since the company went public in 1927. So a very long-standing relationship, great people. However, with the situation with Enron, obviously there were very dire consequences possibly, and we were reacting to that internally, trying to stay on top of the situation as we entered 2002. But after their indictment for obstruction of justice, we saw sort of the possibility that Arthur Andersen may no longer be viable as a firm. And as a result, our audit committee in April dismissed Arthur Andersen as our independent auditors. It was a very difficult situation, challenging situation, certainly for the folks on the Arthur Andersen audit team that worked here at Hershey. Their lives obviously were turned upside down, a lot of uncertainty at that time. Certain partners, I know one of the engagement partners on our audit was planning on retiring in the not too distant future, and his life was certainly greatly disrupted. Fortunately, we engaged KPMG, and they were able to hire the Arthur Andersen staff that participated on our audit. So the transition for us was very smooth. When we considered what was happening to Enron and Arthur Andersen, those seemed like they could be, or at least Enron could be, an isolated incident. However, with WorldCom, Adelphia actually filing for bankruptcy in mid-2002, again, some questionable accounting practices, questionable integrity on the part of their senior management, that's when it began to hit home that something needed to be done, because as a result of just those companies, investors lost billions of dollars, thousands of employees lost their jobs, investor confidence was severely shaken. So I think at that time we began to view the possibility of some significant changes in corporate governance and in the auditing profession.